We are heading into the small town of Burrville, Michigan, originally known as Baker's Corners, but renamed as the center of Berlin Township, and they decided to call it Burrville after the name of Berlin Township. Now we're going to see there's not much left of this town. It's just a little T intersection, but there are some really cool old houses and commercial buildings still here. And we'll show you around the town a little bit and let you see what those are. Here's a commercial building here on the right, which is still quite large. An old gas station here on the right. And on the left side over here, there's a large commercial building, which may have been a town hall or something at one time, looking at the windows on it. This is the Burrville Hotel, which is really cool with its Art Deco neon sign right across the street from the Burrville Market, which serves all the needs of the local community. We head south, and we can see that there's a large selection of vintage homes and a few commercial buildings scattered in here too. This one we're going by right here almost certainly was a gas station at one point in time. It has that classic service station look from like the 1920s and 30s. More modern commercial buildings here on the left, along with some other storage and older buildings. And at the very south end of town, there's a little street that turns off to the right. And I found out that it's really not much of a street anymore. It doesn't say dead end, but when you turn here on it, it goes down to a house and stops right there. Well, as you can see, there's actually a street sign on this street I just went down, even though it dead ends at a house. The other thing I would say is never trust your GPS or 100-year-old plat mats when you're out exploring. Sometimes even the street signs. You just don't know where it's going to take you. We're going to head left on Church Street to show you one of the cool buildings that's still here in town and actually being fixed up. According to a real estate ad I found online, the house has been sold a couple times over the last 10 years or so. Once for as little as like $30,000, and more recently for under $100,000, which is quite a bargain for any kind of property these days, for the most part. But you can see it's got good solid foundation to work with. It's fairly well cared for on the outside, and it's the kind of building, if you have the right temperament and right outlook, you could really make this into a really cool living space. Look at that, stained glass windows, some old woodwork, genuine wood siding, just a great architectural style. Still has the bells up in the tower. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Well, it did several years ago. And it's got potential. I see it'd be really cool to fix up. I'm glad to see someone's actually here working on it right now. That it will be fixed up and renovated and maintained as a historic building that hopefully someone lives in and enjoys. Right on the left here, there's the local VFW behind that wall of shrubs there. The entrance is up on Huff Road. And there's also a very active Lions Club organization here in town. The Burrville Lions Club has a hall for rent and hosts different community events, weddings, and fundraiser activities throughout the year. All right, we're going to continue east on Huff Road now, past the downtown intersection, and have a look and see what's out on this side of town. Heading back into town from the east, we can see a nice mix of old buildings, very well maintained for the most part, and some newer buildings as well. It looks like a very clean, nice, pleasant little community to live in. Take things slow and relax, and I'll do a little self-portrait here while we're there. All right, there's that Burrville Hotel again. I just love this sign out front. There it is again. It's just pretty darn cool to see after surviving in that spot for so old. Right across the street from what used to be a service and gas station. And this interesting commercial building here, possibly a manufacturing facility of some sort. And here's a quick glance at the old VFW post. The original Burrville train station. And the train station now was moved to the Berlin Township Park in Allington. And here's a little view of the town from an old plat book map, which is kind of cool. Now, what small rural town would be complete without its own urban legend and ghost story? And this particular building here was the home of the Burrville Boy. And the legend for Burrville Boy is that the house is haunted, and if you parked in front of it, you could see lights and ghostly apparitions or figures moving around, a feeling of dread coming over you. It relates back to a legend, unproven, that a boy who died here of natural causes still haunts the home. Although the home can't be haunted anymore because it was recently tore down and is no longer here. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the farming community and former railroad stop of Burrville, Michigan. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.